we are joined by someone truly special, Angela Alioto. This is part 1, The Encounter and the Calling. Angela, welcome back to Crave. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. Let's get started from the beginning.
The vet was coming by, and he went in and saw the baby, and he gave her a shot. She jumped up. I saw the doctor pick her up and try to make her stand, and her little hooves in the back curled up to her stomach, and I started screaming, "Put her down, put her down, put her down." I put my hand on her head, and I put my other hand on her fanny, on her tail, and I leaned over her and I begged Jesus not to let her die.
Going back to that day was obviously one of the hardest days. To hear my mom. Yeah.
I vaguely remember them carrying her out in a blanket.
We knew she couldn't walk, but we got her into that trailer and got her down, got her comfortable, and very slowly went down the road. We fought the traffic to Davis, fully realizing that every minute counted, that it might mean the difference between her walking again or not, or perhaps even between life and death.
A group of doctors met with us in a very big room, very black room, very dark, with the x-rays, showing us the broken back, the broken tailbone, the splinters from the back in the spinal cord.
We can see there's some collapse of this vertebra here.
I remember having that conversation with Angela, it's not good. But it was very somber and very scary because it is hard. From the middle of her back forward, Kamilah was a normal 6-week-old foal.
She just pretty much said, if it's a broken back, we're gonna have to put her down.
It is something that we are a little bit out of our element in terms of being a different species, because I'm used to working with dogs and cats and not in horses.
We were cautiously optimistic about it. First time anything like that had been done in the world, really, for a horse. So everybody was really excited and hopeful.
Wow. Every time I watch that, it moves me all over again. Yeah. Angela, what goes through your heart when you see those moments?
Yeah, it makes me, obviously, it makes me very emotional. I mean, obviously, there's my little girl. She's laying on this surgery table. She's going through these big machines, and her spine is broken. And it's like, her spine is broken? How in the world? Her spine is broken. She's a horse. Horses don't live with broken backs, broken spinal, partially injured spinal cords. They just don't live. So to see it, like just seeing it just now, it always makes me emotional. I don't watch it a lot because it's like, okay, that was very, very painful, and that kind of pain doesn't necessarily go away. But then I see her today in the stable, and She is the sweetest horse in the world. She's so sweet to all of the other horses. Even we have a new little baby in the stable. She's so sweet, and it's just it's heartbreaking that a little horse with that kind of personality too could have been so injured. Could have been so carelessly injured. So. She's amazing. She's a miracle,
Yeah, she's
absolutely. Amazing. The Madonna of Loretto, Francesco, and Jesus. Yeah, there's no question in my mind she's a miracle. And, of course, the incredible doctors at UC Davis.
Right. Angela, can you take us back to the first day you met Kamilah, and what do you remember most about the moment?
That it was a Giants game. I was in San Francisco taking a deposition. The doctors at that time, at 11:30, told me, there are no signs. She's not going to be born today. There are no signs. Then I put my phone back on at 1:30, and there's a picture of this beautiful Arabian mare and her little baby. And I'm going, my gosh, that mare looks so much like my Shanur. And I go, was my Shanur? And so I jumped up. I threw all my things on the table. The person whose deposition I was taking thought I was totally crazy. And I said, I got to go. We have a baby. So then I drove to Sacramento, to UC Davis, but there was a Giants game. So it was bumper to bumper traffic. So every single exit, I would take the exit to see the new pictures. And I finally got there and met her, and she spunky, so strong. Mama was great, no problems. Perfect little filly.
What moved you to become part of her life in such a deep and personal way?
Well, I love all my horses, okay? I waited 44 years. I used to be in rodeos when I was a kid, and then I got married when I was 19. I had 4 kids by the time I was 24. Horses are in my heart. You know, you drive down the country roads and you see a horse and you stop and get out and say hi. I mean, when a horse is in your heart, a horse is in your heart. So I waited until my kids were grown, went to law school, have a very successful law firm. I have grandchildren, and I said, I'm going to go look at purebred Arabian horses. This was 2016. Wow. And that's when I bought Omel Salman. Okay. And he's very close to me. He's kind of my heart horse in the sense that we really understand it. We talk to each other, and he's amazing and he's gorgeous. So then we got Kamilah's mom, Shanor. We got Wyatt. And then, I don't know, we decided we saw this beautiful stallion, Atticus EMB, and I don't know how this all happened, but we decided to breed Omel Shanor to Atticus EMB, and our little baby girl, Shamalika Kamilah, was born.
Just meant to be.
Meant to be. And she knows, Kamilah knows I was there every day. She knows. Right. I mean, we have a connection that's amazing. Yeah. She also knows when I'm happy or when I'm sad. She's amazing.
Yeah, you have also, animal feels that, emotions.
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
Yeah. So what does this relationship means to you on a spiritual level?
Well, first of all, I named her after the Sultan who loved St. Francis. I have been Franciscan for over 50 years. I started the Knights of St. Francis, and I built the little chapel in the heart of North Beach, La Porciuncola Nuova. There's just no question in my mind that the miracle of Kamilah was so needed at the time that this occurred. In other words, we'd just gone through starting a war in the world, COVID, and Kamilah just gave hope and courage and strength to hundreds of thousands of people. She has a huge fan base. And so I believe that believing in miracles is Kamilah's message. It's absolutely her message. Yes, the surgery was the first time in the history of civilization. Yes, Kamilah is the first horse. You know, it's one thing to do the surgery and have the horse live a month or have the horse live 2 months. And okay, now we know how to do this surgery. Maybe next time we'll do it better. No, that surgery is perfect. Kamilah is 3 years old. She's running around in the paddock with her mother. She is the symbol of miracles are real.
Yeah, she just turned 3.
She just turned 3 last March 16th. We're going to have a big party in May when there's not mud.
No.
Yeah.
Angela, thank you for sharing your heart with us. We will continue this beautiful story next week in part 2 of Kamilah and the Miracle Filly. Don't miss it.